Hi, I'm Blake Bolden, Franklin P. Johnson, Director of the Drake Relays. Joining me today, another man that's worn that same title, Dr. Brian. Brian, great to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Blake. Thank you. It's good to see you too. I've always appreciated our conversation. Looking forward to today.
Absolutely. Well, I guess let me start by just thanking you, not only for your availability here, but thank you for the nature of our friendship and the nature of our mentorship as you really have taken me under your wing, so to speak, as I've learned how to navigate all the demands of the Drake relays and the variety of audiences. So thanks for that. And I know you and I stay in touch, so I know what you're up to these days. But tell the folks back here in Des Moines what you're up to this spring.
Well, obviously, much like the people in Des Moines, we're sheltering in and making sure that we're following all the protocols during this time frame. But just professionally, when I left Des Moines, left Drake University, I came to University of Missouri, and my role has evolved over these almost 4 years now as an assistant to student athlete development, to an associate AD, to an executive associate AD, and have a number of areas of oversight. So it's been a pretty good move for us, and I've continued to keep my eye on Des Moines, keep my eye on Drake in the relays, and I'm so proud of what you're doing.
Well, thanks, Brian. How are Natasha and the family?
Everyone is doing really, really well. Natasha is, as you can imagine, staying in touch with her athletes as the associate head coach for the track and field program. So she's doing great. I have all I say kids, but all my guys here. I got Ellie, Quentin, and Christian. They're all here taking classes remotely. And so it's good to wake up and see them every day and know that they're well. And so things are good, and excited about trying to learn what the future is going to hold. There's a lot of uncertainty right now in college athletics, but it's part of where we are, and we just got to make our next move our best move and just keep moving forward.
Right. Yeah. Well, while we're in these unique circumstances and we're taking the time to commemorate the Drake Relays this week, is there anything special that you'll do this week, either yourself personally or you and Natasha and the family, to mark this last weekend in April?
Yeah, I mean, it's a special weekend for now 20 plus years, really in reality since 91. So it's really a long time now, almost 28, 29 years of Drake and the Drake Relays being a part of our lives. And so this last week in April is always special. And, we had planned to be there. Natasha was going to be the keynote speaker for SBA Banquet. I was going to be there to introduce her and to take in the relay, so it was our plan. And so we're still going to, in many ways, be thoughtful about, what's going on in and around the nation, but particularly what's happening at Drake in Des Moines. We are in different times, but I'm looking forward to, us getting back on track, whether it's in the spring, fall, spring, or even next year. The relays will go on. We know that.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't agree more. And I hope you get a chance to celebrate it. You do look good in Mizzou black and gold, though. I'll tell you that for sure. Both you and Natasha do, of course. Well, so as we reflect on the last 110 years of the Drake Relays, do you have a special memory or two that you'd like to share?
Yeah, that's a good question. I have so many, as you might imagine, Blake. And I've said this before. The Drake Relays is a big part of the Brown household, and I can remember in '97, maybe before you were born, 1997. Standing on the infield at Drake, and I could remember watching Natasha around the corner on the curve at the time, headed home, and I looked over my shoulder and I saw her win her 400-meter invitational event. And at that point, I was actually attempting, after I watched her finish her race, I attempted the record for the high jump, and was able to take that next attempt and clear the bar. And so having the high of watching Natasha win her race, and then coming off of clearing a bar that set a record at a place that I love dearly was pretty special in that moment in time. And so yeah, that kind of stands out. That's personally, you know, there's just so many to really think about. So many amazing athletes that have come and graced the track. I remember Carl Lewis on the track. I remember Michael Johnson on the track. Certainly, so many different things that has occurred. And then lastly, I'll just mention this, sticking with the high jump. I remember when Derek Druin jumped 710 to break my record. And the pride that I had, the fact that it happened at Drake Relays while I was still director at the time was pretty special. That was my goal. I wanted to break that record or get it broken, and it happened. So I was pretty excited about that.
Absolutely. Well, that was going to be my next question, because that record 710 literally still stands, not just on the record books, but in our offices. As you know, we have
Yeah.
literally at the height of 710, we have the bar set with a graphic of Derek going over that from his competition that year. So it's not a memory that I share with you directly, but it is definitely a memory that's impressed upon me every day when I walk in and out of the office. But certainly not many people have ever accomplished what you did, not only as an athlete, but as a director. Is there a special message or anything that you'd like to share with those friends here in Des Moines, officials, those people that you worked with for all those years, that to give them some encouragement or thought during Relays Week?
Yeah, I would. You know, this is from my heart. Much of what was tried in terms of the events outside the stadium would have never ever been possible without the people of Des Moines to embrace it. None of it would have been possible without the confidence that was given to me by the Drake Athletic Administration, Sandy Heifer Club at the time. And honestly, the officials and those individuals who rallied around those crazy ideas, I think helped make it all possible. And I've said before, during my tenure, I I took a lot of the acclaim when things went well. And what I tried to do more than anything was to highlight people like Carolyn Hill, who who just sharpened me from every angle. People like Mark Kostick, who gave me insight and also inspiration in a lot of areas. People like the committee who, again, rallied around these crazy thoughts and ideas. People like in the grounds crew at Drake, you know, Robert Lampman and many other folks who helped push and pull and set things up and tear things down. The many teams that made it possible to do the mall pole vault, the people who made it possible at Hy-Vee to open up the fruits and vegetables to high jump in the midst of their stores. Again, when you think about what we were able to do on the street and all over the place, without the people, without the volunteers, without without Des Moines police to really help us to keep things safe and accessible, I can go on and on. There's so many individuals, so many groups that really made it possible to do the unthinkable, and that was fun, but it was also unique. And I'm just so thoughtful, so thankful for those individuals. And as I look back, and Blake, it was only been recent that I actually started to look back, and I've started to go and find links of different events and download it so I could actually have it as a keepsake. I only did that probably maybe a year ago. And it's been fun to go back and watch some interviews, watch some of the things we did. And so that aside, I wanted just to say to you how godly proud I am of what you're doing, how you're doing it. And congratulations too with the new sponsor. Just your maturity and your stability and the way you have vision. You know, yeah, count me in. Whatever you need, I'm in.
Oh, thanks, Brian. I'm not sure. You may have gotten me confused with someone else when you use the word stability and some of the ways you.
No.
But thank you. I don't think that's probably not an adjective that gets used often by the people that are close to me. But thank you very much, and truly thank you for what you've done for me, not only as a director of the relays, but when I was an athlete. You were magnanimous in dealing with me, and I felt like you may have owed me something, You didn't owe me anything, but you gave me a lot, and really appreciate the opportunity that you gave me to run. I think
Yeah,
3 years in a row in the Invitational Mile.
yeah, yeah.
Never got a chance to win, but I got alongside some of the best in the world thanks to you. So thanks a
Well,
lot.
I will tell you this, Blake, and this is the truth. I don't remember ever doing a favor for the Drake Relays. It means too much to necessarily do favors. You earned it. If you were on the track, which you were, if you were in the race, which you were, you earned that. There was no reason. Matter of fact, I didn't have the authority to do favors necessarily. Whoever stepped on the track deserved to be there. And so kudos to you. Congrats for the work that you put in. Yeah, it did add to have that local talent on the track as well, but you earned that opportunity. And yeah, so kudos to you.
I was local. I don't know about the use of the word talent, but I was local. But thanks, Brian. Thank you for your time today. And I really look forward to seeing you in person and giving you a hug sometime soon.
Well, you stay safe, stay the course. Great weekend that's coming up, whether we're on the Blue Oval or not. Just know that there's something special about what has been placed in your hands, and I know you know this. And I'm just proud of the way you're handling it all. So you take care of yourself, be safe, and we'll next time we see each other, hopefully in the different circumstances, we'll give that bro hug, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll talk to you soon, Brian.
Okay, thank you.